You already know how we starting. We keep losing legends.
Yeah, we gotta go back a week too. So I know where you're starting, but we gotta go pay respects.
To
Rich Homie, we missed Rich Homie last week.
uh,
Uh,
um, yeah, we man, we keep losing legends. This one hurt specifically for both of us. He's from Philly, but he has always said that he loves DC and DC is a second home. He's probably said that in other cities too, if we're being honest. But I feel
Probably.
like he meant it with us.
Yeah, because his music has always had the like go inspiration.
Yeah. So let's start. I gotta be disrespectful. I gotta stop it. Man, hey, if you want YouTube right now, go to Spotify and listen to that because we had Don the Legend. We had to. Um, man, uh, yeah. Welcome to another episode of True Line Cross Podcast. I'm Quan. I can't hear you.
I said, and I'm Scoob, and I need a lighter.
Um, yeah. So we lost the legend, Franky Beverly, lead singer of Franky Beverly and Maze. So yeah, we had to do that. I do got to open the question. Um, man, we really lost Franky Beverly. Yeah, we lost Franky Beverly. All right, I'm done. That hit. It hurt. It did. You ready? You got it.
Yeah, my fucking laptop is the charger's not staying. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I do got to open the question. My opening question is: what is something you will never do again?
Something I would never do again.
Yeah, I got two. One is one is kind of silly. One is kind of fucked up. It's kind of traumatic. um, one, and I learned this lesson really early on in life, probably too early. I will never believe a promise until it is actualized. And it's fucked up because that sentiment has really reinforced itself this year specifically. I had a lot of people promising me job opportunities, a lot of people saying they was going to look out, and they didn't do it. They didn't do what they said they was going to do. And again, I learned this lesson very early on, so I didn't believe the shit. I was just like, hey, I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Uh, I get that their promises may have come from good intentions, and it came from where they were in that at that time.
Yeah, like best of wishes, of course. Like,
But yeah, I figured it out on my own. And, the silly one is I will never tell a woman that I am casually dating or talking to my exact schedule because that kind of lends itself to them knowing exactly where you at and popping up just,
at all times.
just popping up for no reason. Like, why are you in front of my dorm room? Yeah, I know you just
8:30
got
at
out of
night.
class.
What are you doing?
Yeah, because I know you go to class this time and you go to work at this time and you go to the library at this time, and then I saw you and Devon at the calf at this time. So now I'm here. Now I'm here.
But wait, you saw me earlier. Why didn't you come?
Why didn't you
Why didn't you
say?
come speak? And you could have asked if it was okay. We could have arranged this, and then you wouldn't have had to just like scare the fuck out of me because I wasn't I wasn't expecting company. I'm sorry.
Nice. I'm gonna tell you who when we get off. But it was one day she was at at Wilson. She was just sitting there, and I was like, "What's up? Why are you in front of my door?" But yeah, I would never let a woman that I'm casually talking to know my schedule. What about you? What's something you'll never do?
Hey, I'm gonna keep it silly. I'm never getting engaged again. Ever, 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 ever. If this shit don't work, sorry, ladies. You know, ever you will not one bended knee of these nuts. Like, would never, ever, ever.
Okay.
Get on my level.
All right. So this one gonna work, man.
No, yeah. Better hope somebody better.
All right. When getting topics, there ain't really much to talk about.
Hey man, you know, got Uncle Shannon out here. Shannon.
Yeah. That's most of the stuff has like resolved itself. So like, yeah. Do you think it was real?
Real? Yes. Accidental? No, in no way, shape, or form. Like, it wasn't. Because one, I've never been on Instagram Live a day in my life. I'm pretty sure I've also, like, no, it's pretty hard to
get on live.
Accidentally get on live while I'm fucking.
To just like throw your phone, and then next thing you know, it just swipe a couple times, answered a few questions, did a survey and shit, and now you on live.
Are you sure you want to go live? Yeah.
Yes. The bed was like, yes, nigga, I want to get on live.
And it was even funnier because like he was just snapping on my boy Ocho about being unprofessional and like.
I get it. Like they got dick pills to sell. So that whole time he was just like, look at these dick pills.
You sell paper pal?
Kai got on and he was like, yo, I'm gonna send you some of these. That nigga is 22. He don't need dick pills, bro. Like I promise you.
And if he does, he got a bigger issue.
Yeah. That drugs. That's
drugs. Fat brother.
Drugs.
Off the streams.
Drugs are bad. Okay. I just don't. I think it was for sure to sell those pills. I don't think it was real. And I for sure don't think it was accidental. I just don't. To say you were
there like with a plush pillow, going to Pound Town. Your name?
No, it was a woman in there for sure. Like she was, you could hear. I just feel like it was a hired actress. Hey, make these noises real quick.
I mean, he made most of the noises though. He was doing a lot of it. I mean, he was holding that thing in.
Nigga, spirit animal is DMX. A dog? No, the dog. Outside of that, do you think there's any credence to people thinking that he's gay, and so he did this because he wanted to dispel the rumors?
No, because like, nigga, you could still be gay, and not even like just gay. Like, there's plenty of motherfuckers out here that's bisexual.
Yeah,
could have been Daryl standing right next to Michelle.
Darnell. He listens to the Joe Budden podcast, ladies and gentlemen. They said the exact same thing, Daryl.
Yeah, but I just went with a D name, you know, it's perfect.
Damn,
they said Daryl too? Damn, Daryl.
Yeah.
Daryl, gay name.
It's a nigga named Daryl. Like, what the fuck? Stop using my name.
I said Darnell. Darnell.
I'm so glad Daquan is only used for like thug activity. Like, and don't get me wrong, I don't want to be associated with that, but like, don't just be using my name for shit. Like, goddamn.
Quincy, John.
Yeah. Like, go with some of those Bible names, my nigga. Like, they was wilding too. Say Moses, nigga.
Hey, you know what's weird? I never met a white person named Moses, but you know all the people in the Bible is supposed to be.
That's what they said. Because why Jesus up there with blonde hair? Come on, bro. And all of y'all that's naming y'all kids Samaj instead of James. Samaj don't sound like it's James. It's James. Don't be weird.
It was one the other day. I forget what it was. I think my girl was telling me about it, and I was just like, "Oh, that's just like Samaj." And she was like, "No," and I was like, "Yeah, like Samaj is James backwards."
Yeah.
I can't remember the name that she was telling me, but I was just like, people just be doing anything.
Doing
Like
stuff.
what's that? Nevaeh? Heaven backwards? That is weird.
Yeah.
Like, why not just name her Heaven?
Yeah. We gotta you know, I was thinking about this earlier. I feel like millennials are the only generation that criticizes itself. Like every other generation thinks they are the shit. Like everyone before us and the ones after us. They think they are the shit. We are the only ones that like do self-reflection, I think, to a detriment though. Like we I mean, I didn't get beat. Like, and all of the generations before us got beat. So I mean, they just
But
think they're amazing.
theirs weren't by people that was in the houses necessarily. They was just trying to go out and not get beat by police and all that other shit. So they wasn't worried about self like inflection and shit. We was getting beat for everything we did.
That's not true. The generations before us, their parents would beat them because they're like, I don't want you going out there and possibly
Doing
getting
dumb
into
shit
shit.
that could
Yeah.
get you killed. Yeah, yeah,
So I'm gonna beat you. They gonna beat you and kill you. So I'm gonna beat you. Like, plus,
yeah.
they have like the burden of respectability politics. They are like, if you're not dressed up in a full suit and tie, then they're gonna look at you a certain way. And so we don't have that aspect of it. At least I like when the fuck is his name? Bill Cosby. When he yes, I said Bill Cosby. When he was like
Wasn't he exonerated?
you huh?
Wasn't he exonerated?
No, he was not. There was a clerical error in the proceedings, and so he got out 2 years before he was supposed to.
No,
He was not exonerated. He did that shit.
I'm
It's
sure
just
he
they
did.
messed up in the proceedings.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Um,
I'm sure it was just something where like somebody lied or something like that, and he ended up being like,
no, my bad. Looking at my phone. Yeah, he when he was like, "Oh, you black men, oh, you should pull your pants up and blah 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 blah." Most of us was like, "Nigga, shut up!" Like, get the fuck out of my face. Also, don't wear your pants, but below your belt. I just don't want to see your drawers. That's why I say it. I don't want to see your underwear.
understand.
Um,
I'm just not a
where
nigga that wears belts. Like, I don't intention like I'm skinny. I don't intentionally buy pants that are too fucking big. The shits just don't sit on my waist. Like,
yeah. What was the point I was making with that? Oh, I say all of that to say well, I do think we over criticize ourselves. The naming shit, we gotta get in order. Like Samaj and Nevaeh and Daquantavius and like shit like that. Just don't, like, don't. And I'm all for like stereotypical black names. Like I'm all for it. My name is Daquan. I kind of have to be all for it. Like I'm for sure gonna be the first Dr. Daquan, and I'm gonna make people call me that. Like, but like, chill, y'all.
And a
Give
lot
the
of this
kids a
is stemming off
chance.
of a conversation we had over the Eagles cornerback, Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah.
He was not very happy about the name Quinyon.
Hey, man. It's just like, why? And I also hate the like.
And it was probably my fault because I spelled it Quentin first. I'm pretty sure. And it was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's not right. That's
Because if that was Quinyon, but it's spelled Quentin, like, come on, mom. Like, come on, dad. Like, what y'all doing, bro? Like, I also hate the like, if you have a girl, but you want to name her after yourself, you put your name. Like, why is her name Davis Nisha? Like, the fuck? Why is her name Earlisha? Like Earlisha. Now, don't get me wrong. If I have a daughter, her name is Dania for sure. Dania Paris Garrett, yes. Absolutely. But
with the Y.
yeah, I'm contributing to the problem. I don't care.
with the Y.
What's one more? Like, fuck it.
Well, what's your dad's name? Daquan.
At least it ain't Daquania. I feel like Dania is like a nice middle ground. So yeah. Shannon Sharp, don't do that
Quantisha.
shit again.
Go always do Quantisha.
No. Fuck no. Quantisha for sure got a no, never mind. Let me get out of that. Hey, thoughts and prayers.
Probably live right down the street. You better stop playing.
And like, yeah, I was like, let me get out of that. Let me stop. What else? Let me see. What we got? Oh, Tua? Want to talk about Tua?
Thoughts and prayers. That's really all I got to say about it. I don't know why he ain't slide. He had the first down.
Yeah.
And then it was just weird because he didn't get tackled. He like fell into dude lap.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's my fear for Jaden Daniels because he don't know how to slide. Like the first game, he was tumbling. He wasn't sliding. He was like, you know how like if you put your kids in gymnastics and like they first learn how to roll, that's what he was doing. And it's like, bro, what's going on? But for Tua specifically, and I mean, I don't know his position. I don't know everything he got going on. But at some point, you really got to think about your future mental health and the fact that your family is going to be with you past the possible 20-year career that you could have in football and the amount of years that you are going to be alive is going to well exceed that 20 years. And so he got a, what, 100 million guaranteed.
I think more than that. I think it was 100 plus, I believe.
Yeah. At what point do you say, I can't do this anymore? And like I said, I know it would hurt because for a lot of football players, especially ones who make it to the league, their entire life has been football. Like they have been in Pee Wee since they were 5 years old. When they got to middle school, they knew they was going to the league. When they got to high school, college, everybody told them like, "Nah, you gonna make it." And so they dedicated their lives to the idea of football, to the lifestyle of football. And I mean, we've heard retired players say, like, I didn't know what I was going to do afterwards. And so for him to be so young, and if he did stop, for him to constantly wonder what his career could have been, I know that would hurt. But at what point do you look long term and say, yeah, I can't do this?
I think another thing people are like missing is that we only highlighting the ones that we've seen in the
Yeah.
NFL.
Yeah.
Like it was the one against the Bills, and then it was the one against Cincinnati, and then it was this one against the Bills, and it's just like those are the ones that we're highlighting. But you probably should go back to his 4 years at Alabama.
Yeah.
Probably should go back to his 2 or 3 years or however long he started in high school,
Yeah.
because that concussion on Thursday shouldn't have been a concussion that like rattled his entire nervous system.
Yeah.
Like again, he fell into dude's lap and like hit dude lap, and when he hit the ground, he was out.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like dude slammed him to the ground. It was just he fell, he hit dude, he hit the ground. So like that's the like scary part, is because like it wasn't really any force into it. It was his
Yeah.
own body just falling to the ground.
Yeah. A lot of people have been saying like it wasn't DeMar Hamlin didn't like it was more force from Tua than from DeMar.
Like he was pulling up because he saw Tua going down.
Yeah.
He just like he was he was going to wrap him up because he probably DeMar Hamlin ain't like a hitter. Like
Yeah.
everybody talks about him coming back from his heart problem and all of that. I think he only had like 3 tackles last year.
Yeah.
Like
And I mean, if we're being honest, given what he went through, he's probably super cautious
yeah, like he
on the
wasn't about
field.
to be the one to like go in
Yeah.
and try to wreck Tua either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he was going to wrap him up. He probably would have held him up. Like, bro, just
Yeah. Hey, wait for the whistle. Like, I got you. Just chill.
just chill. And the refs probably would have stopped his momentum immediately because
Yeah.
it's a quarterback.
Yeah.
They wasn't going to let him slam him to the ground or not, even though he's a running player. They wasn't going to let him get like wrecked.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
just yeah.
I would have just slid or found
Yeah.
a better way to like fall. Like I think what Jaden Daniels is doing is trying to figure out how to fall.
Yeah.
But he's 6'5". Like he's
Yeah.
not a little person. Like so like he's like I would rather fall and like be able to protect myself than to like slide and somebody come like full speed and clean my shit anyway.
Yeah. I think for this one specifically with Tua, I think a lot of people were saying that they were already like down in the game. He wasn't playing the best, and so he probably was just trying to extend the play, and put everything on his back, and that happened. But like you said, I mean, doctors have even said CTE isn't just like those one big hits. It's the constant from when you were a kid to now. It's that constant hit, hit, hit. Your brain is going back, back, back. But for him, he's getting all of that and these big concussions. And the one last year when he got hit and then he got up, started stumbling, went down, they put him back in the game. It's like, at what point is the
Yeah, 'cause I
Miami
think that
Dolphins
was
at
like
fault?
the week right before the one against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So
On top of that, we didn't even talk about the surgeries that he had to have when he was in college, like to both legs.
yeah,
It's just, at what point? I mean, how old is he?
26,
Yeah.
26.
At what point do you say this is gonna hurt, but me being the path that I'm going is gonna hurt worse?
Yeah,
Like,
and
at what
like
point do you weigh that?
you got to look at all the other ramifications of like the people who have like decided to take their own lives, or like
Yeah,
it go further than just not being able to play football or being
yeah,
able to like walk or talk. Like a lot of these guys like end up killing themselves, and then because that's the only way we can find out, that's when we find out. Like
yeah. That's what they had. We saw with Junior Seau. Literally everybody who knew him said like he was the greatest person ever. He
Vincent
did what he
Jackson
did.
was the same way.
Yeah,
Wide
he did
receiver
what he did. They
for
scanned his brain. Boom. CTE. I don't
something's got
know.
to give.
Yeah. Um, and they said he has like a special helmet. But it didn't work in this
They said he
instance.
saw a concussion specialist. Like
Yeah.
he's done all of the like right things, I guess.
Yeah. That might be a bigger conversation that we gotta have. Is doing those things really gonna work in a contact sport? I don't know. And it's fucked up too because we're saying all of this, but as soon as we get off here, I'm watching the Commanders.
Yeah,
Like,
like, and that's we don't play till tomorrow, so that's the game that I was probably going to put on because I want to watch Jay and Daniels. Like
yeah. And Winston won yesterday.
2-0, bitch.
2-1.
Ah,
Calm down. This guy doesn't care about his university.
I forgot we missed last week. I forgot we missed last week.
We lost to A&T in overtime. It was a good game.
See, man, they on their way up.
They're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm eating my words so far. I
Hey,
am. They're
that's
they're
more wins than
trying.
they had last year already. Doubled it up.
Yeah. Hey, go Rams, nigga. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
and you said
Founders Day coming up.
you said this.
132 year, nigga.
You said this coach wasn't shit.
I mean, he's still not. He still has a losing record. He still has an overall losing record.
Not at Winston Salem, nigga. That's all that matters.
No, he still does. He does though.
Oh, he was there last year too.
Huh?
He was there last year too.
Yes.
Ah.
He's been there since 2019.
Oh,
He has a losing record.
damn.
Yeah. They wanted to replace him. Well, no, they didn't want to replace him. They put the job out there. And a Ram who had just won a championship wanted the job, but they didn't give it.
See, that's why I thought this dude got hired over him. I didn't know it was like this dude been there, and then the other dude was like, "Hey, I'm open to coming back," and they was like,
Yeah, nah,
"I kick rock." I thought they was both up for the job, and they picked the sucky ass nigga over.
nah, no.
Damn.
So yeah, thoughts and prayers. And I think he has a real decision to make for sure.
Yeah.
Fuck all that depressing shit. What we got?
What do we have? Damn. Damn. How's work?
How is work? Um, Work has been good. It has been eye opening. Um, and it is something that so basically my job is I teach work skills to people on government assistance, so they can be more marketable in the job market. So I help them like with their resumes. I do mock interviews. Um, that's primary. Oh, we do like VR stuff so they
Like
can
I
like.
actually just like applied for a job like that.
Oh, nice. Um, but yeah, we have like VR training where if they like want to do like construction or something like that, they can put on the headset and like do it in
Oh shit.
VR.
That's dope.
Um, and then I teach like a soft skills course, so like they can know how to like interact in the job
Like
space.
like a trade school teacher kind of sort.
No, it's more like um
Prep.
yeah,
Trade
prep.
prep.
Yeah. Um and so far it's been like a lot of training and stuff. Just trying to figure out how to do those things. And I've been like helping people with their resumes and stuff. And so I would say it's good. I feel like I'm directly helping people and impacting people. Um, and for a poor nigga from DC who knows and understands the struggle, that's always all I wanted to do is help people.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. Like, I just started coaching a AAU team.
Yeah,
Um, Finally something over here in Jersey. Still a nice little ride away, but it's more convenient.
yeah.
It's going good. We had games yesterday. I didn't go because it was Karina's birthday weekend. So,
Oh,
you know,
nice.
we went to Chuck E. Cheese, did all that good stuff.
Yeah,
Um, Thursday, we went out to dinner. Little girl will not pick anything but friendlies. So, like, we just get stuck with the worst food for adults ever.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's cool. I've been putting in applications for this job for like 2 years. It's like a basketball coaching thing,
hmm
but they got like attachments to like junior NBA, they Under Armour, like all this stuff. So it's like
yeah.
they finally hit me back, and I was just like,
Thank
what
you.
took so long?
Yeah,
Like, oh, put in your because I do all my applications on Indeed, so they send you the email like, oh yeah, put in your official application. Like, I'm right on there.
yeah.
Like, here you go. So, like, hopefully, I get that. That's going to be like difficult to get through to her because that shit is like an hour away.
Okay.
So, like, she's going to be like, oh, where you driving over here? Like,
Yeah.
we
Fingers
yeah,
crossed.
we making progress over here, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, like you said, as a poor nigga from Philly, and who, all I ever had was a round ball that bounced up and down. Like,
Yeah, I
it,
think. A
That's
lot
my
of
way.
people
That's my
don't.
way of giving back. Like, I ain't.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that we really do show up as like our kid selves. I tell my mom all the time, I think adults are just big ass kids who just like got to pay bills now. But like the shit that was a motivation for me as a kid is still the same.
Yeah,
Like I just want to help people who I saw dealing with the shit that I was dealing with too. And now as an adult, I just make decisions to do that, like to try and do that at least.
yeah. It's like
And
I loved playing basketball,
yeah,
but I didn't love working. Like, I didn't love basketball as a job.
yeah,
But it's like now, if I can make, because I love basketball, I can make basketball a job and teach other kids how to love basketball for like what it is as a job,
yeah,
then I'm only helping them because that's what I didn't have. Like,
yeah,
I had it, but my dad wanted me to like ask him to be that. He wasn't like, nigga, you want to play ball? We going to the court. It
yeah,
was like, nigga, if you want to go play ball, like, just let me know. We can go to the court.
yeah,
And I'm like, I could just, like, I could just go to, like, I could just go play with my friends. Like,
yeah,
but I was going to play with my friends and I wasn't working on my game. I was better than all of my friends. So, like, I didn't have to work on my game. It was
yeah.
just,
And I'm not even saying that like I'm perfect in that. Like, yes, I want to help people, but a nigga need money too. So there were times where I had to take jobs that weren't directly impactful on the passion that I have. And at the same time, I wasn't doing anything to work towards that passion of helping people because I was fucked up. Like in the head, it was just like, bro, like I'm already doing this job that I fucking hate
yeah,
and I just want to do this. I just want to do this. Don't get me wrong. I was working toward like, especially in 2017, 2018, I was a manager at CVS, but I had it in my head that like, all right, I'm going to go get this master's one way or another. I'm going to get this master's to learn how to develop programs to help people that need it. And even in that, like I graduated, I took a consultant job as like, that's not, you know, that
yeah.
wasn't helping people. Like
Like,
I
it
was a,
was, but it wasn't. It was,
yeah, like I mean, I was a data scientist and I was just like connecting people and building relationships. I was using charm and fucking my knowledge of research
yeah.
and putting that together as a consultant. Like, but it wasn't helping the people that I wanted to help.
And that's
Um,
where I struggle. Like, I'll get, like you said, just some bullshit job just to maintain, to help pay the bills, to
yeah,
like provide for like the kids and this and that. And then it's just like where I struggle is, I don't know, like I see it all the time on the little Instagram posts and shit. It might be the Sagittarius in me, but when I don't want to do something, I can't make myself do it.
mm,
Like, I would just be like, fuck that shit. I don't want to do it. So I'm not doing it. So
yeah,
it's easier for me to like focus on what I want to do because I already know what I don't want to do.
yeah. I get that.
And it's
My
like, but my
mentality has
girl,
always
she
been
be
like,
looking at me like, bro, you need to do the shit even if you don't want to do it. And I'm just like,
yeah,
I know that. I know that. But I need you to support me in getting where I want to be because I'm
yeah,
almost there.
yeah,
Like, I just need you to hold on a little bit longer,
yeah, for
and
sure.
it won't be no more problems. Like, because like they say, more money, more problems, but like some money alleviates some of those problems.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it's more money, different problems. Because it's like I'm getting more money. So that means I don't have to worry about my living situation. I don't have to worry about food. I don't have to worry about this, but I do got to worry about, I got to worry about taxes. I got to worry about these different problems that I have. Like, will Hove say, oh my gosh, the line is right there, but I can't think of it.
Oh, that's a good segue though.
I gotta buy bigger plates and more baggies. Why you all Aggie? What was the line before that though? What you eat don't make me. No, that's the end of it. Oh my gosh, I feel like a terrible Avenger right now.
Damn, and like when you said what you eat don't make me shit. Like then I started remembering, but that line,
Yeah,
like
it's something like don't watch my expenses. I gotta buy bigger plates and more baggies. Why you all Aggie? They're gonna wreck the game. That should be it. What you eat don't make me shit. Anyway, that's a little tangent. But yeah, but to wrap that little part up, for the people who are out there, if you are listening, and you in that situation where it's just like, bro, I'm doing this job, but it's not what I want to do. I just want to be doing this. I think you can take both of our mentalities and kind of mush them together. Like have that passion for it so much so that you like, bro, I fuck this job, but also in the back of your head say, I'm doing this
to get where I need to
in
be. Like
right.
I need this to like do what I need to do to get where I want to be.
Yeah, for sure. So have his passion, have my method or methodical instinct, mash those two together, you'll get where you need to be, for sure. And nigga,
We gonna
we
get there.
feeling where we want to be
Yeah,
fully,
we gonna
you
get
know?
there. So
Facts. So I'm saying that for us too, nigga. I'm saying it for those listening, but I'm saying it for us too.
like I said, like that was a good segue into like the next. I guess it's no round twos, but you know we definitely got a little peek into the end game. We'll say.
Yeah. Um the the conversation around Kendrick being the Super Bowl performer, it was just really muddied with like Drake fans who were pissy. And it's funny because I know they're gonna get real sassy on Super Bowl day and they're gonna take their remotes and they're gonna turn it off when he's on the screen. And they're gonna be like, I'm affecting the numbers. Like bitch. Like God damn.
But
Um
you know what they're going to do? They're going to do that for their little 15 seconds so they can put it on Instagram or TikTok and then turn the TV right back on because everybody is going to want to see that shit
yeah, for
just to
sure.
see what he does. Because regardless of the track list, regardless of whether you like his music, regardless of if you're a Drake fan, Kendrick is a performer.
Yeah. Drake fans, I know they're gonna get real sassy. But like you said, they're gonna turn it back on just so they can critique it. Man, this was the worst Super Bowl. I see it. I see it happening. This was the worst, most boring Super Bowl performance. Yeah,
That
okay.
shit gonna be real.
It's gonna
I
be
seen
crazy.
people posting the like short clip from when he was out there for Dr. Dre John, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I remember watching this. I don't remember it being this good. like, like, like in the midst of the whole performance, I think it kind of got overwhelmed. Like 50 Cent came out, Snoop
Yeah.
came out, like so. Like Kendrick didn't really like stand out. It was like, oh, he did the Black Panther thing. Like he had the was that the one where he had the niggas in like the khakis and all of that?
Yeah.
Like it was cool.
Snoop Crip walked.
Yeah, like this shit gonna be, especially coming off of the fucking pop out. Like,
And that's my point. Like, how can you say this is trash or it's going to be boring when we just saw the pop out? Like, I think that was his audition. I think he was one of the names that was plucked to do it. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna pop
You
out
think
and
you gotta
show
pop
these
out and show
niggas.
niggas. Like, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Like,
Yeah.
because the NFL got a contract with Amazon. He clearly has something going with Amazon because he got the Mr. Morale tour show
Yeah.
is on Amazon. So him and Amazon clearly got
A
a nice
relationship.
little relationship,
Yeah.
which only helps the NFL because Amazon got to be one of the richest companies out there right now.
And it's proof of concept. He has shown that he can work with us. He has shown that he can do a set that is good enough. It's proof of
And
concept.
even though the jokes are, oh, he did not like us 6 times, he did a whole hour set before he even touched Not Like Us. And like, he
So,
only did Euphoria for like a verse.
well, no, that was 616. He
Or
did
yeah,
all of Euphoria.
616. He did all of Euphoria. But
Which how the fuck do you six? How do you do 616? Like, I've been trying to rap lately. The breath control you need.
and he brought Soul out to do the intro. Like the way that his like showmanship works, bringing Dr. Dre out to do the "I See Dead People," like
Yeah,
he moves differently, and
he a
people,
weird nigga.
yeah, like, and he's
Like,
childish.
and I mean that in the best way possible.
Yeah,
He's
like
a
and he's
weirdo.
childish because like
Yeah, ain't no round twos.
niggas posting on Instagram. This nigga got a NFL Super Bowl commercial and decided
Too interested.
I seen that shit, bro. I seen it. I don't. We're not doing it. Say what you want.
Ain't no round two.
It's no round twos.
Yeah. Then he drops a song, and the cover is Black Forces.
With the creature,
And
like, hey man, I already whooped this nigga ass. So like, if you want smoke, like, just
but
know
that's my
I'm
thing.
still on bullshit. Like, and this
Yeah,
song not even like directed at nobody.
it's not. It's
It's
directed
just,
at the culture.
it's
It's
just
directed
like
at
I'm
everybody
on bullshit. Like, and
with
I'm
whoever.
tired of y'all bullshit.
Yeah,
So like, who wants smoke?
yeah.
I got my sneaks ready. Like, like
My favorite line was, "Lord, please draw the line because they trying to confuse them with me." Oh, I am not these niggas. I am not these niggas. I'm not. I'm one of them. So don't, God, please, please show the difference. Show these niggas the difference because I can't. We are not one and the same.
that was the beauty in starting the beef with like that, where like the whole thing is if you niggas really like that, let's see,
Yeah,
and then ending it with y'all niggas wasn't really like that because
nah.
y'all niggas not like us. Like,
You're not like us. Like that is gonna go crazy at the Super Bowl.
everybody talking about how not like us gonna go crazy when the band come out. Like that is gonna be the one.
It went crazy at the pop out. Like,
That's
but
it.
oh, it's gonna be beautiful, bro.
And he brings Future out.
Yeah,
If there is like any real like beef between Future and Drake,
yeah,
he has to bring Future out to do that song.
yeah, yeah.
you probably bring Rihanna out to do Loyalty.
That would be hard. That would be hard. Just bring Serena out too. Fuck it. She could crip walk. Fuck it.
Hell have no fury like a scoring Kendrick or whatever. Whatever the mean.
The joy I will get from saying, "Is that Serena?" Oh, I'd be so
happy. Her husband sitting there acting like he's playing the drums and
shit. Nigga, I need to see Serena. I need to see it. I gotta see it just for Penny's sake. Like
DeMar DeRozan somewhere standing around trying to make sure Drake not watching. Hey man, we still cool, right?
Right. Can I come up? I know I play basketball, but I mean, and the album after, you know, the album's coming afterwards, if not like a couple months before.
Look at what this nigga has been doing. He dropped. He did the pop out on Juneteenth. He did the Not Like Us video on Independence Day. He dropped Party Must Die on 9/11. The album coming on Martin Luther King Day, right before the Super Bowl.
It's that January 28th, eh? Or 21st is one of them.
And if it's not, I think the Super Bowl is the week before President's Day.
February 9th.
Yeah, I think President's Day is like the 12th or something, and like the second Monday.
Mm.
So
a lot of people speculate
that would be the 10th, so it would be the very next day.
People are speculating it's going to be on Drake's birthday, which I don't think he's that petty.
Yeah, I mean, recent studies have shown.
I just don't think he would want.
I don't think he'd care that much.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Like I don't think he cares that much about Drake to release it on his birthday.
I do think he hates that nigga. Like,
I think his like disdain for that nigga is genuine as fuck. But I don't think it's like I need to release my album on this nigga birthday.
Yeah. Like Kendrick, especially just for Drake to say like, "Oh, you sold these records because you put it out on my birthday."
Yeah,
like
exactly. Like Kendrick, he's thinking deeper than that. So
that nigga plays 3D chess. Like I play chess. 3D chess is different.
That nigga got the disc that Kaiba made on the second season of Yu-Gi-Oh! That made the fucking monsters come alive and shit. Everybody else still playing the card game.
A lot of people saying that Watch the Party Die, that was like his Thanos moment of sitting and watching the sunset. And I don't like that comparison just because they beat the shit out of Thanos. And I just don't think that them niggas is going to come together to beat Kendrick. I'm sorry. I feel like Kendrick is Batman.
There was too many people backing it for that to happen. Like,
yeah. I feel like Kendrick is Batman. Like that nigga has a plan for everybody. Like
little contingencies for all. Yeah.
And we never see that nigga. So he has a bat cave. We never see that nigga. Like,
that's probably why he was in New York and Drake went and like poked the bear and he was like, why would you tell niggas where to?
Right. Like, I'm trying to save Gotham, you bitch ass nigga. Like, goddamn. You just gotta tell everybody. Like, goddamn. All
right. We had new Wale while we missed last week.
New Wale. How do I
too short for me.
It was cool. It was cool to me.
It was a nice little like warm up. Like
yeah. I think the
I
bigger
like the
discussion.
aggressiveness in the song now. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't R&B Wale, it wasn't Afro beats Wale. Like he was rap.
I
It
think
felt
the
like he felt the energy shift and was like, "All right, cool. This what we doing now."
yeah. The bigger discussion is Roy from the Roy and Mal podcast said that he thinks Wale raps better than J. Cole.
I've been saying it since we was in college.
And niggas was clowning him, but and I could be biased. Yeah, I mean that's very possible. I agree.
Man,
and
I've been
people were
saying he beat Cole in the verses since
yeah,
what 2018, 19 when they first started doing verses.
yeah.
2020, whenever that was.
Um a lot of people were like, "Well, how could you even say that? Like, what record shows that he does that?" And it's like, I could give you 10 records, and you would still say no, just because you like J. Cole better, and
Yeah,
that's okay. That's okay.
because J Cole is great.
Yeah, but they all are, and I feel like niggas talk about Wale like he has
Smut.
always been on the second tier,
Yeah.
and it's like when they were first out, they were all here. Like they were leveled. And
Groundhog Day will always be in a song that, like, when it comes to lyrical, like, combat, you saw how J. Cole approached Wale and False Prophet.
yeah,
And then you saw how Wale responded in Groundhog Day. You can't tell me that what J. Cole was saying was better than Wale response. Like, and he addressed the whole like tear shit. Like,
yeah,
I remember me and Cole were open for Ho every day a star was born. Guess I died in the womb. Like,
yeah,
I ain't make it on blueprint, so make me a blueprint. You got you a nice watch. My minutes was finished.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. You had the cosign. Like he put his arm around you. While he I mean the that Breakfast Club interview with Hove, he said Wale's name. He said like he is gonna be one of the ones that's here and that was what 2013. He said he's gonna be one of the ones that's here 10 years from now. He said Cole, he said Kendrick, he said Drake. And I mean, we know Hove to be forward thinking. He was right. Wale's still here, but I think Wale's point was he stood next to you. He put his arm around you. He didn't do that for me, and nigga, I'm still here. Like,
yeah.
um, and so if we're thinking about just rap, right, and we break it down, we go each one for each one. They're both great, but I think Wale picks better beats than J. Cole. I think Wale technically raps better than J. Cole. I think he is more forward thinking. He worked with so many people before they blew up. Like, and I mean, it was we could name them: Meg Thee Stallion,
Travis
Tierra
Scott.
Thomas, Travis Scott. What's her name? She's huge right now. Oh my gosh, her project is Jaguar 2.
Is
What the
that,
fuck is her name? Oh my gosh.
that's not Tim's, is it?
No.
Jaguar
Oh,
too.
I keep saying Janelle Monáe, but it's not that. It's Victoria Monet. God damn.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um, he had Victoria Monet on that mixtape, Sunset.
Yeah. Sunset on Boulevard.
That was years before anybody knew her. Like, I mean, years before. So it's just like,
Yeah.
again, they're both great.
The one for me was always Meg because like and niggas ignored the fuck out of pole dancer. Like it wasn't ever a thing. And then
Yeah,
like Meg just blew up out of nowhere and it was like, wait, It's the same girl.
Yeah. I just don't, and again, I could be biased. I just don't think that he gets the credit that he deserves. And I also think it's to the point where
He also
niggas
never
talk
got a
down on him.
wallet. He also never got a Drake cosign like J. Cole.
True. True. And I mean, we could speculate why. It, Drake probably felt like he was too much in his lane.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
And like he really good at that shit too.
Too good.
like,
He's
like
so
Drake,
good at it
Drake
that
do
people
that shit.
associate him
But
with it.
yeah, like Drake do that shit. But like when Wale get into his like girl bag and then he drop one of them poems at the end,
It's over.
nothing you can do about that. Like
Yeah.
it don't really matter who you are. Like,
We've said it. I think Wale could beat J. Cole in the verses, and I think he could give Drake a run for his money.
yeah, he hold his own against most of them niggas. Like if we going, especially if we're going off of like mixtapes and albums, like if we just going off of songs that they have made, like
Yeah.
he hold his own. Like,
He got a song with Usher. And niggas
that
don't
should have
talk about
slapped.
that.
That should have slapped. Like, and niggas don't talk about how good that album was. The album about nothing is amazing. Or
It's a fucking album with Jerry Seinfeld.
is that on?
And nobody talked about it.
Yeah, yeah. Even
Man.
The Gifted, when you go back and listen to it, that's a really good album. Like it did, I didn't really like it when it first came out, but like going back and listening to it, it's like probably only like 2 or 3 skips on the whole album.
I hate the cover, but the album itself is fucking amazing. like, and like when niggas say, "Well, what song shows that he raps better?" I'm gonna play a song to end us out from that shows you that nigga can rap. Like, fuck the beat select, fuck the R&B stuff. He can rap his ass off. But before we wrap, see what I did there. You got anything else?
Nah, not really. We could play walk through for a second just to give Rich Homie Quan his shout out.
Yeah.
And then we'll close it out.
So, like I started, we're losing too many legends, bro. And we also lost Rich Homie Quan. Unfortunately, his girlfriend and the mother of his kids found him. She put a cover over him, took the kids to school, but as she was on her way, she called 911, let them know what she saw. And when they got there, they pronounced him dead. I think the point that I want to make is life is tough. Life is short, but it's also the longest thing you will ever do. And I think that we can kind of get in our own heads about things, especially those folks who deal with depression, those folks who deal with addiction.
Anxiety,
and so I think
PTSD, all that.
Yeah. And I think that, especially for us from the hood, the thing that we do first is self-medicate. And obviously you're doing the best that you can with the tools that you have. But I think it's important to know that there are better tools out there for you. And talk to somebody. Like, please. Because the world is better with you here than without you here.
Especially if you got kids. Like,
yeah.
It goes out to anybody. But like if you got kids, if you got a partner, like just Open up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your kids might not know what you're talking about, but talk to them.
And again, there is free therapy out there. It is. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I ain't doing that; it's too expensive." It's free stuff. It's free resources out there for you, and Google is a touch away. Um, so yeah, let's do this. All right, y'all. This has been another episode of True Line Cross Podcast. I'm Quan.
And I'm Scoob.
Wash your ass.